But there's still that feeling of actuality that me is there. You see, I mean, you may say, you could reasonably argue that that's all there is to me, but when something happens, there's the feeling of its actual presence at that moment.
I don't quite follow.
Well, you see, if somebody reacts to being hurt or angry, he feels at that moment that there's more than that. You see, that there's something deep inside which has been hurt, right?
I don't quite see what is... my image can be such a deep... that's my image at all levels.
Yes,
So I have an image about myself, suppose, that I'm a great poet, or a great painter, or a great writer. Apart from that image, as a writer, I have other images about myself. I have an image about my wife, and she has an image about me. There are so many images I've built around myself. And the image about myself also.
Yes.
So I'm a bundle of images.
Yes, I understand.
Partial.
Yes, you're saying that there's nothing but this bundle of images.
Of course.
But this will, the question is, how are we to see this as an actual fact? You see, that is...
But wait a minute, there is something but this bundle of images. I mean, I'm sitting right here now, seeing you and all the rest of it. Now, I have the feeling that there's a center of action or center of consciousness which is within my body and associated with it, which has a center, and it's not you, and it's not you, it's not David, it's me. And associated with this center of action, my body, sitting here, is a whole lot of memories and experiences, and without those memories I wouldn't be able to speak, to talk, to recognize anything, and so on. So there seems to be some substance to this image of myself. I mean, there may be false images associated with it, but there seems to be a reality which I feel as I sit here. So it's not entirely illusory.
Are you saying that you're totally, basically different from the three of us?
Well, I'm in a different place, and I have a different body.
Of course.
In that sense, I'm different.
Of course, I admit that. I mean, you're tall, I'm short, or I'm brown,
yes.
You're black, or you're white, or you're pink, or whatever it is.
Now, at another level, I'm not basically different in the sense that we can all speak the same language and communicate, so there's something in common.
Yes.
And at a purely physical level, all of us have a lot in common with each other, the same kinds of enzymes, chemicals, and so on. And those, indeed, hydrogen atoms, oxygen atoms, we have in common with everything else.
Yeah. Now, is your consciousness different from the rest? Conscious, not bodily responses, bodily reactions, bodily conditioning. Is your consciousness, your beliefs, your fears, your anxieties, depressions, faith, all that?
Well, I would say that many of the contents of my consciousness, or many of the beliefs, desires, etc., I have, other people also have. But I would say the particular combination of experiences, memories, desires, etc., I have are unique, because I've had a particular set of experiences as you have and as everyone has, which makes a unique combination of these different elements.
So is mine unique?
Yes.
So is you.
Exactly.
But the uniqueness makes it all common. It's no longer unique.
That's a paradox. It's not immediately clear.
Why isn't it clear? I mean, everybody's unique, right?
Yes, we're all unique.
I question that.
But we're not unique in the same way. Otherwise, the word unique becomes meaningless.
What? Otherwise,
if we're unique, each of us is unique. We have a unique set of experiences, environmental factors, memories, etc.
That's, you just now said, that's common lot to all of us.
Yes, we all have it. But what we have is different.
Yes, you brought up in England.
Yes.
And perhaps another brought up in America, another brought up in Chile. We all have different experiences.
Yes.
Different country, different views, different mountains and so on.
Yes.
But apart from the physical environment, linguistic differences, and accidents of experience. But basically, fundamentally, deep down, we suffer. We are frightened to death. We are anxious. We are agonizing about something or other. And conflict, that's the ground on which we all stand.
But that doesn't seem a very startling conclusion.
No, it is not.
But I think, say that what you're saying really implies that what we have in common is essential and fundamental rather than just superficial. You see, now I've talked with people about this, and everybody agrees we all have these things in common, but sorrow, suffering, and so on are not so important. The really important point are the higher achievements of culture and things like that, as an example.
Maybe the distinction is between the form and the content. Our contents are all different, and they have similarities and differences, but maybe the form is the same, the structure.
I would say content are the same for all human beings.
But, you see, I can recognize that there's such a thing as common humanity, but I would regard that as quite possibly an abstraction or a projection rather than a reality. How do I know that's not an abstraction?
Because you go around the world, you see people suffer. You see human beings in agony, despair, depression, loneliness, lack of affection, lack of care, attention. That's the basic human reactions, that's part of our consciousness.
Yes.
So you are not basically different from me. You're tall, you may be born in England, I may be born in Africa with dark skin, but deep down the river, the content of the water of the river is the water. The river is not Asiatic river or European river. It is